Welcome back to Let's Play Okami. Now we've got a couple things to take care of out here in the field. This guy isn't a statue anymore. And same thing as the other guy, he talks about if you can sell him things, he's willing to buy it. I've picked up a couple of those treasures thus far, and for all practical purposes, you can just sell them. Actually, I only have the one. You can also buy some bags of food. I don't quite want that many of them. I can really use more than 2 each, but this is early in the game and I have very little money, so I'm not going to worry about it so much. Now, of the other things of mention, for one, were these Demon's Gates. Go through and it triggers a battle. Beat up the dudes inside. Hoyo! I don't know how many people I hit there, but I hit a couple of them. Actually, I think I killed him by accident. Oh well. I want my Demon Fang. I know he's got his thing up. I don't want to attack him. I want to attack him. Can I hit both of them? Kinda. And he was trying to smack me from behind. That's for being a jerk. And you... I missed! That's what I get for always drawing lines down from the upper right. And you are a jerk. Hooray! And with that, the curse is removed. We've gotten the guy's stuff back. I forget what they are exactly. Forges or something? Devil Gates. Yes, Devil Gates. That's the goal, because they're evil and stuff, so we kinda want them to not be evil anymore. Now, there's a couple of Demon's Gates laying around, Devil's Gates laying around, so I'll take care of them here. Now, a couple other stories that I can tell. I guess I'll start by telling Isun's story. It's, what it is, though, is there were... I think it was a family. Mother and father who could not have children. So what they asked then is one night, I believe they prayed to get a child. They didn't care. The lady actually said, I don't care how big the child is, I'd just like to have a child. So she grew pregnant, I think, and when she had her child, it was only an inch or so tall. Tiny little dude. Now, of course, the parents loved him just the same, and everything went on all hunky-dory. There's all kinds of neat stuff to look at here. For one, there's a cursed zone right here, which we can bloom with bloom. Which I can just draw a whole bunch and see what happens. Yay! Now, we'll see these in a couple places. There's nothing we can really do with them right now. Who are you? Okay, so that leads to a forest, and there used to be a ferry going through there, but there is not now. Feeding, which I've already done. You can feed dudes with stuff. Like this. Hooray! Now, we cannot yet go into the forest because we don't have any way of crossing the water. If we jump in, we'll just swim until we drown. It's a pretty lengthy trip to get to the other side of that one. Oh, and as long as nighttime is approaching, I suppose I should mention something else as well, which is that last time I said that the green scrolls aren't aggressive. And by that, I lied. But it's during the day the green scrolls are not aggressive. At night, they get aggressive. We've brought the area back to life. And got a treasure chest or something out of it. Vengeance Slip. Now, just to show what happens there, now that we have green sprout, if you just draw a dot, we grow a tree. You can use that to confuse enemies and whatnot in battle. I never use it, personally. I'm mostly doing this to show you what happens when I run out of ink. When I run out of ink, you turn into just a regular wolf for a little while. Once enough of your ink recharges, you can get your stuff back. Let's see, what else am I missing? There's an area over there. Now there's a green spot here, but you'll notice this is really hard. We can't dig that yet. We will be able to later on, but not now. Now let's see about Reborn in this area. Yes, the story of Isun, though. His parents still loved him very much despite his size. And it was eventually one day that he decided to go out adventuring on his own. He let's see here, he wielded a sewing needle and fashioned himself as a bit of a swordsman, a wandering swordsman. Whereas our Isun fashions himself a wandering artist, but you'll notice Isun does still carry around his little sword, and does consider himself some degree of a swordsman. But it was not Isun, the one-inch boy, whose name actually was Isun, I think. Regardless. He was eventually hired as I think a playmate for a princess. And so him and the princess grew to know each other very well and whatnot, and they had a grand old time until a demon, I think it was a demon, threatened. I'm just a little bit fuzzy on this story. I'm pulling it off the top of my head. I don't remember. But it was something about a demon, I think a demon attacked, and it swallowed Isun. It was going to be eating the princess and whatnot, but from within, Isun killed the demon with his little sewing needle. Upon killing the demon, he was essentially, he got out. So it was no longer trapped, and on top of that, the demon spat out what is commonly called the Lucky Mallet. You'll see the Lucky Mallet used in a lot of different games. It's referenced quite often. It's a special giant mallet that when you hit somebody with it, they grow or shrink or whatever. I know for one it was in Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. And hey, we've brought the little lake back, and everything's all happy. Hooray! Now, I haven't used my faith there in a little while, but I'll get to that. Yay, let's go be well behaved. Piggies. Piggy. Piggy! Dojo. Okay, to wrap up real quick, the demon spat out the lucky mallet. The princess used the lucky mallet on Isun, growing him to a normal person size. And from there, the Isun and the princess became best of friends, and I do believe they eventually got married. And good times were had by all. Hey, buddy. Hello. I'd like to learn, please. Yes, please. Dang. I think I can, actually. In fact, I can only cover one of them. Okay, do I want this one? I never use that one. It's probably the most useful thing ever, and I'm bad at it, but I never use it. So let's go with this one. Now, we've already seen one reference to another game in this whole mess, so, stay tuned for reference number 2. And with that, he becomes awesome suddenly. Onwards! Pretty much all this is teaching you, and I'm not going to show you every one of these things, especially the training. I may show you what I'm learning, but not the training itself. Because it tends to get a little repetitive while he makes sure that you know how to do it. But all it is up until now, I've only had a 3-hit combo with the reflector. 1, 2, 3. That's all I've had. Now that I've paid to learn this, I can do a 4-hit combo! And you'll see this like 400 times before he lets me out, so, let's skip ahead to me finishing the training. Kinda, anyway. Now we can do it again if we want to, but he said we can go, so let's go. Now, a lot of people are giving me advice on how to play the game and what I've missed and how to go back and get something. And to that I say, I appreciate the effort, but I'll add I am not playing this game blind. I know what I'm doing. I may not have the best memory in the world, and if I forget something, then I forget something. Don't worry, I'll go back to it. So you don't need to explain basic game mechanics and inform me of every single item I missed. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.